channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise. I am mum to 2 adult children, Corey who lives with me and Blossom who's moved out. I have 2 dogs, Chip and Dale, who will let themselves be known. They do this whole manic eating whenever I put the camera on because their attention's not on them. So my channel is hauls, which is why you're here. Every Saturday I do a haul at 5 o'clock and try and do some vlogs in between. If you enjoy hauls, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so we went to Asda this week. I didn't go anywhere else. I actually went later in the day than I usually do because I had to wait for a parcel to be delivered. So I didn't get to the shop until probably about 12:30. I got to the shop. I tried to go a lot earlier, like 9 o'clock. I'm surprised. I didn't realise there was that many people out there. I mean, I spend all my time at home, apart from my shop. And when I go through, I have to, okay, so I don't drive, so I have a trolley. So I have to walk there and back. And I didn't realise there was so many people out on the streets. I thought that it was just deserted. When I go at 9 o'clock in the morning, it's dead. So it's a good time to go. Pro tip, if you don't like the crowd, go earlier in the morning. Yeah, so I was really surprised how many people there were out there. It was like real life again. It was weird. The sun's out, and as I come out after, people had clearly just been popping in the shop to pick up some like sandwiches and crisps and stuff, and we've a lot of with like a pond with fish and like lots of walls and a little bit of greenery all in our like outside our shop in our town centre. So it was really nice to see that. It's been so long. So okay, we went to Asda under budget again, which was good. I had a little bit of a list. I managed to get everything except tomato sauce. For some reason they only had Heinz like on every shelf. Like, can you imagine? I mean, how many shelves are there? Like 6 shelves from the top to the bottom. All just Heinz, completely full of Heinz tomato sauce, nothing else. So I'm too frugal. Sorry, I keep going to say stingy. I was told I'm not stingy, I'm frugal. So yeah, I'm too frugal. I will not spend that sort of money on Heinz. Plus, we enjoy the cheaper brand of most of the sauces. We're good with the cheaper brand than the more expensive brands. I had to, in first lockdown, buy more expensive ones and did not like them at all. So let's get on with it. Right, we'll start with the fresh bits. Didn't get a lot, didn't need a lot. If you've been here before, you know that I do lemon and ginger drinks, hot drinks. Haven't had them for a while. Thought it's worth the try, boosting yourself up as much as possible. So we bought some ginger. This is only 50p for those. And turns out I was putting too much ginger in. I googled it and you're not supposed to have as much ginger as I have. I can't remember the reason. So this one should last me a long time. And I got the larger lemons again. They do 2 prices of the lemons. This is the more expensive one. This is £1 for 3. But one of those would do half a drink easy. The other ones are something like 79p. And I think you get like 4 or 5 in there. But the amount of juice you get out of is nowhere near these. So I do get the more expensive ones in the lemons. Icebergs, my favourite lettuce. I've still got some spinach in the fridge, so I didn't really need anything else. I'm good for tomatoes as well, actually. I got 2 cucumbers. I'm still massively into pickling my cucumber, and I noticed that I've been like rationing myself on it because I don't want to run out before I go shopping again. What a thing to ration yourself on. I mean, I don't ration myself on the crisps and chocolate, which I should be. So for the sake of, what, 45p for another cucumber, I bought 2. I'll be pickling both of them later on so I can eat as much cucumber as I want. I just couldn't believe it when I sat down and thought about it. It's the only thing that I was being careful of because I didn't want to run out. And that's like one of the healthier things that I do eat. So 6 pint of semi-skimmed milk. Standard, always get that one. This is another standard. This is like £3.65. You get 825 grams and it is a good mature taste to it. Way cheaper than any other brands. That's why I always get this one. We're going through a lot of cheese at the moment. We're on the last slice of cheese at the moment. Didn't have any backups. I'm trying to get backups, but I've realised recently I'm not doing so well. So I might need to write a list of everything I don't have backed up in the cupboards and add that to my shopping list. So we got 2 of them. They're only 59p for 10 slices and really enjoy that one. 1 salted butter. I'm the only one that eats the butter. Corey doesn't. He has margarine, and I very rarely have to buy it. In fact, I cannot remember the last time I bought a tub of it because he eats it so rarely, but I get through easily 2 of these. Turns out I haven't done too bad this week, so I've still got one in the fridge. So we only needed to get one of them. Now this, to the tomato purees I don't use that often. I mean, occasionally they get used in bolognese or something, but I don't really have that often either. But Corey has the pasta bakes, and you add some of the tomato puree to it. Didn't realise until he said, "Oh Mum, have you got any tomato puree?" that we were completely out. See, another thing I didn't back up. So I bought 2, and I told him when he gets down to 1 he needs to tell me, because they're only like 37p for that big thing. And I mean, one of them lasts quite a while anyway, but he adds that to his pasta bake. These are 29p as well. I've mentioned these before. He has them very, very regular. He went through a phase of pasta, then he stopped, but he's back on pasta again. So you just add tuna, and I think you put some milk, tomato puree, pasta, cheese on it, and he puts crisps in between the cheese and the pasta. So they're cheap meals. Corey mentioned he wanted steaks this week. He hasn't had steak for a long time. It was on a rollback from $3.50 to $2.99. That's a treat thing. He doesn't ask for it that often. So mayonnaise was down the sauces aisle. Like I mentioned, I wanted to get tomato sauce, but they didn't have any, and then I realised I haven't been buying the mayonnaise, so I don't want that to be one of those things that we're not stocked up on. And Corey likes his sauces. Picked up another pasta sauce, just so he's got backups when he runs out of his original ones, or if he wants to change it up and have something different for a change. This is the tomato and bacon, and it is 59p at the moment. And he's had that one before, and he says that's good. Picked up the tuna to go with the pasta bakes. I've also got an idea about a tuna meal my mum used to make. My mum used to make up little meals, and she did this thing with rolls, and I didn't pick up the rolls. But that's not a biggie because I haven't been going out that much, so I might make myself go out one more time this week. I know you're not supposed to, but I need to get out more. I need to push myself. If I do make it, I will definitely show you it. So if you don't get it this week, it's because I didn't make it. Spaghetti loops. Oh, hoops. They used the hoops, aren't they? The original ones called hoops. Spaghetti loops. These are 25p a tin. I've been eating quite a lot of these. This is as a meal. A tin of that with a bit of toast. Really, really enjoying them. And again, that was something I didn't realise I hadn't been keeping stocked up on. Now, I've mentioned before, we're eating from the freezer. So I'm not really buying much freezer food because we're trying to get the freezer down so I can do a big freezer shop. You know, use all those little bits in the bottom of the freezer that never gets used. But I'm really not into meat that much. I'm not eating it. I'm just preferring corn products at the moment, and I didn't realise I was out. I actually went in to get the corn sausage patties because I've been eating a lot of these during the, well, I say a lot, I've had 3 during the week. So I wanted to get a packet of these, but when I was in there, it said 3 for £5 deal. Now this is £2 on its own. This is the sausage patties. I love corn products anyway. This one was £2.50, I think. Okay, 2 of these was £2 and one of them was £2.50. Can't remember which one was which. Saw this one in there, quarter pounders. It's never been in my Asda before, so I've never tried these ones. Again, I've had corn before, and I don't have a product on corn that I've not enjoyed. So I thought I'd give that one a go as it's on a deal. And this one sounded really good as well. Sweet and smoky strips. I don't know, it's just the wording, isn't it? But I've got some wraps in the cupboard, and I've got all the rest of the ingredients. But I thought that was a good deal. So 3 items for a £5 on a lot of the corn products in there. Corey mentioned he wanted chicken breast fillets. He's making me a curry later on. I've got some other bits for it as well. It's really weird conversation. He'd asked if we could have a meal with rice, and it ended up that he's going to cook a curry for us both tonight with some bits from the freezer. So that's a good one. I get fed as well. Right, my dogs eat Webox most of the time, but they haven't been eating them as that great. I've been breaking it up. We've got loads of Webox in the cupboard. It's going down very, very slowly. So this is one pouch is a meal for both of them. They only eat half of it each. So that's 3 meals this week, plus they've got the web box for the other 4. It's just to break it up because they're bored with their food at the moment. They do have dry food during the day, so they've got plenty of combinations now, but this seems to be working at the moment. So we've got a beef one, a chicken and lamb, turkey and chicken, and they're 45p per packet. I've been into lollies and I've finished them all now. These are the ones that were in the freezer that I'd mentioned a couple of weeks ago. I had to buy Rowntree's ones because I wanted a lolly that is just lolly, no ice cream, that's got more than one flavour, because I get bored otherwise. If it's just one flavour, I just don't want to eat it because it's boring. So I had to buy Rowntree's the other week because I'd had these floating around the freezer but no box, so I didn't know what they was and I couldn't find anything, but they had them this week. And they're actually only 90p at the moment as well, which is a bargain. I picked up Nacho Cheese for Corey, he likes these ones, and I get the cool, and I got a dip each, the sour cream and chive and the mulled salsa. I've actually, like I mentioned, I've got wraps, so I was also thinking maybe doing like some quesadillas or something. This is all ideas that I have right now because it's sunny out and things are feeling good, but we'll see. I'll probably end up eating sandwiches all week. This is for the curry. Now, Blossom cooked me curry earlier in the week. The only time that I've been out this week was to have a meal with Blossom. She knows I'm not feeling great and wanted to cheer me up. The evening didn't go to plan, but it wasn't her fault. There's a whole story with that one. I won't go into it now. So she'd got poppadoms. Now, I never buy poppadoms. Oh my God, I thoroughly enjoyed them. So I mentioned it to Corey, and he likes the idea of it as well. So you get 8 of them in this for 92p. So good. If you've not had poppadoms before, or you've not had them for a long time, definitely recommend that. So if you've not had them before, they're like a massive crisp, but you put dips in, and she'd picked this one up as well. This is the mango chutney, Asda's own brand. Oh wow, just it goes so well. So yeah, Corey's going to serve this up this evening. And naans. Now, I never ever buy the branded naans, but for some reason the Asda's own one, which are, by the way, only 65p, and these are £1. So if you've been on my channel before, you know I don't like spending more if I don't need to. I enjoy the Asda's own one, but every single packet they had was the garlic and coriander, and I wanted plain. So I had to pay a little bit more, but that's fine. We're still under budget, we're good. Also mentioned before, I don't normally do chewy sweets. First lockdown, I had a phase of a few weeks where I went through chewy sweets. Haven't touched them since. Last week I had a fancy, so I bought some, and I'm still fancying. So I got something different. I bought Malwam and Frutella. I would recommend Frutella, definitely better texture-wise than the Malwam, even though Malwam is very tasty. 1 packet of Ripples. I used to get a lot of chocolate and stuff, but Corey's really not eating much. He's still got leftovers from his birthday, which was weeks ago. And I'm not massively into it. I do like a little bit, so this is going to do it. £1.25. New wrappers, very nice. Quite impressed with their new wrapper. This was, I don't need it. I have all the ingredients to make cakes if I want to make cakes, but it was reduced to 40p, and it was one of those mindless buys. I don't know. I'm sure I'll find a reason to make them though. I had to get a tin opener. This is the old-fashioned, you know, the ones you used to have years ago. 50p for that. What a bargain. So I've had the electric one for years and years and years. Love it. And Corey used it the other day. Said he could smell burning from something, and it turns out that's what it was. So I guess the motor went or something. Went on to Argos to see how much they are. Oh wow, I paid £5.99 for mine. They're about 15 quid. No way am I paying 15 quid when this is 50p and I can do that. There is no way I'm paying £15 for one. Brioche buns to go with burgers. Corey's got leftover burgers from last week and he loves these. They're 90p, so they are a little bit more expensive than normal ones, but he really enjoys them, so got those ones. £1.49 at the moment. Pretty okay price, so we're going with it. Corey always has 1 bottle of Dr Pepper every week. The crisps, if you've been here before, you know I always rave about these. 80p, 12 bags, amazing texture, amazing taste. I absolutely love them, and they go on Corey's pasta as well. And I got another one of these loaves, bought one last week. I'm thinking bacon salad sandwiches, I think, for breakfast on a Sunday. Like I needed any encouragement. I am a whole bread thing going on. That's another week's haul done. It came to £41 and some change. Again, under budget. So our budget is £60. Sorry, I keep assuming you know what I'm talking about. Budget is £60 normally. So we're under budget. The extra will go into our little freezer fund. So once we've eaten the freezer down, which we're working on, I cannot believe how much that freezer holds. Seriously, I thought it would be way done by now. There's not even a shelf empty yet. I don't know how I fit all that food in there. So yeah, we're putting the extra money in, so when we're down and I've defrosted it and everything, we're gonna have just a freezer shop. Yeah, watch this space. I feel like it's gonna be a while off still. And the really bad thing is, I keep seeing all these ads for Iceland where they've got all these new products in. This is like torture. Another haul done. If you've got this far, thank you for staying, and I will have another haul for you next Saturday, and hopefully something in between, who knows, we'll see. So yeah, if you've not subscribed and you enjoyed the haul, subscribe, click the notification bell. You'll be notified if I do get something up during the week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.